Yo, what is up, you guys? It's Godson dudes. Welcome back, bros, to Clash of Clans. Today, we're going to check out some clan games, get the results. I'm going to talk to you guys about some things that have been going on in the game. I'm sure you're aware of it by now, and if you haven't, I'll go ahead and explain it. But I think it's a problem for a lot of people that are pushing leaderboards, and, I think we should have a discussion about it. So check it. I've got some pretty cool items that I can get from the clan games here. We'll just take all of these things that really I wouldn't use on normal circumstances, but since I don't have anything to do and I'm maxed out, that's what I'm using. So check it, guys. I'm also going to try and collect my hero skin here because I have 2 accounts and I just did it the legit way and, got the gold pass and then worked my way up to the skin. So now that I have that, we're good to go. So guys, check it. We are going to talk about the leaderboards. Stephanie is all over the leaderboards. As you guys can see, it's just nothing but Stephanie's, and they're holding the top 10 positions. I think it's terrible because there's a lot of people that are actually pushing and doing their best to get to the top, and it doesn't work for them because they're not a Stephanie player, and I think these guys are using some agreement not to attack each other, just get those 0 cups. But is it cheating? Is it legit? Guys, it's up for a debate, but I just know that it's pretty shady. So they're dominating the leaderboards there. And if you saw, that was 7,400 cups. That's probably the highest cups I've ever seen. Don't know if anyone's higher than that, but you can get that amount of cups if you have this agreement, this pact, under the name Stephanie. So guys, I was able to come up with a gameplay of Stephanie. Now, even though Stephanie may be doing some method to get to the top of the leaderboards, that doesn't necessarily mean that Stephanie is a bad player. As you can see, I have some gameplay of Stephanie going in, and he actually, or she, knows what they're doing. As you can see, there's a lava loon attack. It's my philosophy. Whenever I see people using lava loons and they can 3-star with it, they're definitely like pro-ish, because not everyone, is able to use air troops right now. I think the meta currently is ground troops. You'll see lots of people using Yeti bowler compositions, and I think that's probably one of the strongest compositions in the game. Or at least it's pretty easy to use, and it has a lot of value out of it. You can get some pretty good damage and get your 3 stars with that composition. But Stephanie's going in with a lava loon attack. Here we go. Lava's going in. He's got the stone slammer, haste spill near 3 weapons, and let's see if he can pull off a 3-star. It is just amazing how these guys are pulling off 3 stars right now with lava loons. I personally am a hybrid player. I like the hog miner. I think it's also a great composition that I'm trying to perfect it. I'm learning, keeping your eye on the queen is key, so she doesn't go down before you can start setting up. And playing with the lava loon is another scenario here, but Stephanie makes it look easy. And you know what? This is definitely my opinion, but I think Stephanie actually might be a pretty good player. We'll have to see. If I can get some more gameplay of this, that would be great. But there he goes. 3-starring. And guys, that is pretty awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and show you dudes some of my pushing that I'm currently doing right now. I am trying to get to the top 100s. And it's a struggle, guys. It's a struggle. So there we go. 3-star for Stephanie. Not too bad. And that's how the player attacks. All right, so as far as my push, I'm meeting a lot of people. You know what's weird is I don't know why this is, but if you're not in Legends Leagues, this is my opinion, but this is what I've seen. I had to kind of wrap my mind around this, if that makes sense. But whenever I fight max bases like this, these guys are completely maxed. But you'll never see these max bases with, you know, something past a 1 million loot. You can only find those if you're looking for people that are not in the Legends League. And I believe that could be because perhaps the collectors, and not necessarily the storages, the collectors are maxed out. Either that or Supercell has changed the ratio of the gold and elixir that you can find from these bases. Since they are in the Legends Leagues, they kind of capped out what you can get from your battles with other players. I mean, I wouldn't want to go against someone and then, you know, I get somebody else that's a lower level than me, probably a level or a Town Hall 12, and I'm offering, you know, 1 million loot to this guy since he pushed up to the Legends League. I think that would be crazy. So I think Supercell did put a loot cap on what you can find. It's just always interesting to think about. But as you can see, I'm going in against this Town Hall 13. I've already set up my pathing. Royal Champion's going in. I probably should have saved a free spell. But check it. We're pushing. Hit both the Scattershot and the Expo, raise spell, and Warden ability on all of my troops, trying to get everybody in that aura, and we're doing good. So Royal Champion, enemy Royal Champion goes down. Now we got to fight the enemy Queen. Thankfully, my Royal Champion was able to take her down before she goes down through my shield. Infernal Tower takes my Royal Champion down, and that's pretty much what did it for me. If she was able to survive that, I probably could have got those power weapons right there in the core. But now everybody's left to fend for themselves and walk around and grab some loot. I'm loving the Clockwork King. I think he's awesome. And what are we going to get next? You guys are speculating, I'm sure, that we're going to get a Clockwork Queen. I hope so. We'll have to see. Down that goes. The only thing left is that Infernal Tower, but takes out the rest of my troops, and down I go. But guys, this is all just for getting cups. I'm trying to push to the top 100s, so as much percentage as possible that you can get, just take it. And there we go. So that was the best I did yesterday, 90%. And I had one more, actually, a 97%. Next up, going for another base, trying my blimp combo. 2 Yetis inside with a raid spell. I was able to get a lot of value out of this. Royal Champion and Scatter Shots and Infernal Towers, all of them go down. I try my pathing to get my Queen to go for the Town Hall. Looking good. I'm kind of happy about the Clockwork, but I must say that even though we're getting Clockwork, I still think the Primal skins were just a little better. The Queen definitely looks pretty awesome with the Lion skin. The Bear skin on the King was okay. Grand Warden, I don't even know what he is. He has a skull on his head, so maybe he's like a dinosaur. Well, we will have to see what we get. All right, so we're pulling in towards the Town Hall. I should be able to clear all this out with ease. Clockwork King is coming in. I really like the Clockwork King. I think is probably the best, better than the Warden skin. Just the way he moves and the way he attacks. He's using like that circle punch and the spring fist. It's awesome. I can't wait to see what the next skin will be. Hopefully something good. So as you guys can see here, I'm forcing the King to funnel really well, and I'm gonna start pushing in. Raise spell and freeze on the Town Hall. Probably a bad choice because, you know, the Queen doesn't really need any help from spells if she has all 5 healers. against the town hall. So, you know, that's something I'm also realizing after constant battling and constant, you know, raiding against other players. You just learn little by little what you can expect. So, Royal Champion, everyone's going in. Warden's ability was popped. I'm freezing all the clan castle troops and trying to heal as many people as possible. Just so many troops inside that CC. And the queen's helping, yes. She's helping out. Enemy king is gonna fight too. It's really just that eagle artillery. Somebody take that thing out. Probably one of the worst things I think in the game. I'm gonna, you know, do a future video about the eagle artillery. I think it's the only structure in Clash of Clans that doesn't really match the it doesn't really match the theme of the weapons and the town halls. I think everything else is pretty good, but the eagle artillery looks like too futuristic, and so maybe they should change it to look more like a mortar, or that you know, we also have that weapon on builder base, the lava shot. Gosh, I forgot the name. I hardly go on there. But there it is, guys. Thank you, dudes, so much for watching. This is Godson. Be sure to check me out on the next episode, and I will see you there. Godson out.